It all starts now.
Tonight, from Hollywood, California, the glamour and entertainment capital of the world, 51 American beauties compete for the title in the first annual Miss Dog Beauty Pageant. Join your hosts, John O'Hurley and Jillian Barberie, as we find out who will be America's first Miss Dog and walk away with a $10,000 prize. Let's meet the 51 delegates, led by the official escort, Private First Class Molly, the Bulldog mascot of the United States Marines. Ladies and gentlemen, here are the beauties. Alabama. Marga, Miss Alaska. Lulu, Miss Arizona. Dallas, Miss Arkansas. Sweet Pea, Miss Illinois. Flower, Miss Indiana. Disco, Miss Iowa. Bozette, Miss Kansas. Lady, Miss Kentucky. Fancy, Miss Louisiana. Trinket, Miss Maine. Maggie, Miss Maryland. Candy, Miss Massachusetts. Dana, Miss Michigan. Savvy, Miss Minnesota. Nikki, Miss Mississippi. Susie, Miss Missouri. Bria, Miss Montana. Elizabeth Marie, Miss Nebraska. Sophie, Miss Nevada. Sophie, Miss New Hampshire. Bailey, Miss New Jersey. Susie, Miss New Mexico. Anastasia, Miss New York. Bailey, Miss North Carolina. Kobe, Miss North Dakota. Peta, Miss Ohio. Pistol Blue, Miss Oklahoma. Daisy, Miss Oregon. Lady, Miss Pennsylvania. Willow, Miss Rhode Island. Ginger, Miss South Carolina. Newbie, Miss South Dakota. Jelly, Miss Tennessee. Cleo, Miss Texas. Tessa, Miss Utah. Lily, Miss Vermont. Ruby, Miss Virginia. Stella, Miss Washington. Abby, Miss West Virginia. Mokedy, Miss Wisconsin. Rosie, Miss Wyoming. Ladies and gentlemen, John O'Hurley and Jillian Barberie.
Well, thank you very much. Hello, ladies and gentlemen.
gentlemen, and welcome to the show tonight. And may I just begin by saying woof, woof.
No, you may not.
Tonight we have 51 of man and women's best friends to go head-to-head for the coveted title of Miss Dog.
That's right. It's glamour, talent, and tension for these contestants who represent all 50 states and the District of Columbia.
That's 51 dogs and only one crown. You do the math. And by the end of the evening, only one lucky contestant will walk this runway as America's very first Miss Dog.
Ah, you can almost feel the electricity in the air as these beauties hope to impress this very distinguished panel of judges. I mean, let's face it, they're the ones with the toughest job of all. They've got to choose a winner from this incredible collection of canines. It's time to meet the judges. First up, an animal trainer who's worked on the little screen and the big screen. Everything from Friends to Terminator 2. John Van Dyke. A trainer who handles the biggest canine star on TV today, Eddie on Frasier, Mathilde de Cagny. Professional trainer and dog behavioral specialist whose clients include Jennifer Aniston, Halle Berry, and Arnold Schwarzenegger, Shelby Marlowe. Professional handler for 25 years and a judge for the prestigious American Kennel Club, Madeline Patterson.
Those are the judges, and here are the rules. Each contestant will be judged in the categories of beauty, poise, talent, and evening wear. Each category is going to be worth 25% of the total score, and by the end of the evening, the contestant with the highest score will be crowned Miss Dog and receive $10,000.
Well, that's a lot of bones. But when we come back, 42 dogs will say goodbye and only 9 will remain. Just one of them will become Miss Dog. Stick around. Welcome back to the first annual Miss Dog Beauty Pageant. This is the first time some of these beauties have ever been to Hollywood, and they wanted the complete star treatment, so we sent them out on the town.
It's Hollywood, and these girls couldn't wait to see the sights. They hounded the desk clerks with dogged determination.
Are you checking in?
Up to the rooms to freshen up before a tour of Beverly Hills in movie star style. At lunch, they got to know each other better. Then off to the world-famous Walk of Fame to pay respects to their distinguished ancestors. Finally, cocktails and snacks at poolside, where they could really loosen their leashes.
Oh, how cute are they, huh? Do we know how to have fun or what as girls? But now it's time for the first cut of the evening, and this is not going to be easy. John?
All right. Well, most beauty pageants choose the top 10 finalists. But ladies and gentlemen, this is the Miss Dog pageant. So our judges have chosen the exclusive K9. I have in my hand the top 9 finalists. And in random order, they are Anastasia, Miss New York. Sweet Pea, Miss Illinois. And the next spot goes to Dana, Miss Michigan. And she'll be joined by the beauty from Iowa, Disco. All right, we're nearly halfway through, and the next spot goes to Daisy, Miss Oregon. The next slot is for Tippy, Miss Alabama. Coming down to the wire now. How about this? Morgan, Miss Colorado. And won't she be happy, Lady Miss Pennsylvania? only one more spot open. One more. And it goes to Susie, Miss Missouri. Ladies and gentlemen, may I present our K9. And before the evening is over, one of these contestants will become the first ever Miss Dog. Now, be honest with me, Jillian, have you ever seen a more bodacious bevy of beauties?
You know what, John? I wouldn't want to be a judge right now. They are 9 of the most precious dogs in America. Now they're going to have to show us their stuff. It is time for tonight's first competition, and this will separate the pups from the pros, John.
Now, remember, the talent competition counts for 25% of the overall score, so let's get started. First up, the beauty from Illinois.
Sweet Pea is a 3.5-year-old Border Collie Australian Shepherd mix who's chasing her dream of being Miss Dog. In her quiet time, she's a natural-born babysitter. But she also likes the nightlife and thinks Chicago is her kind of town.
And Sweet Pea is going to show off her powerful hind legs. That's enough to make you feel guilty next time you take the elevator. Ladies and gentlemen, Sweet Pea. And next up, the contestant from Iowa.
Disco is a 2-year-old golden retriever who's ready for her close-up. She spent her puppy days chewing. And chewing, and chewing. Today she's older and wiser, but still remembers her heritage. Those chewing lessons really paid off.
And Disco and her trainer, Linda Farr, are now going to dance. Again for Disco from Iowa. And it's time now for the finalist representing the great state of New York.
Anastasia is a 1-year-old Jack Russell Terrier who works out with friends and climbs trees like a cat. This pampered princess also loves a complete massage, followed by a relaxing bath. Miss New York, a mover and a shaker.
And Anastasia has a talent for popping. up, our dainty contestant from Missouri.
Susie is an 11-year-old Boston Terrier who leaves no door unopened. If you want to kiss her, well, she doesn't give a lick and travels well, as long as it's comfy. But nothing beats her favorite pastime, napping.
And Susie is now going to sing a country duet with owner Annette Packard.
They've taken these fleas from my skin and set me free. I'm no longer in pain and misery. Take these fleas from my skin and set me free. Sweet baby.
That is Susie, Miss Missouri.
Well, there's certainly a lot riding on this, and the judges are going through that very difficult process of trying to sort things out. We're talking about the scores here. How about you? Do you have a favorite yet? Well, keep an open mind because there are more incredible talents coming up right after this.
Thank you, and welcome back to the first annual Miss Dog Beauty Pageant. We're making our way through the important talent portion of the competition, and a reminder that this counts for 25% of the total score. So next up, our contestant, the beauty from Colorado.
Morgan is a 3-year-old Great Dane whose hobbies include fetching and playing in the snow. She's a flower child and a big sister to future Miss Dogs. After a long day in the fields, Morgan looks quite fetching, relaxing in her favorite chair.
And now our long-legged beauty will display her athletic agility. Fleet of foot, Morgan, Miss Colorado. And our next lovely contestant is Miss Alabama.
Tippy is a 9-year-old Havanese who's ready for her brush with fame. She still finds the energy to work out every day, even though she has 14 children and 3 grandchildren. That's enough to keep anybody running in circles.
And since Tippy is short, she will now do her short program. Miss Alabama, Tippy. And here is our beautiful contestant representing the beautiful state of Michigan.
Dana is a 5-year-old Border Collie mix who loves to chew on her stuffed toys. This beauty dines on oatmeal and is friends with a tiger named Taja and a hawk named Nike. Dana also enjoys a little nip before heading off to dreamland.
Now she's going to show us her acting talent, directed by her owner, Claire Dory.
All right, we're going to start off with a little smile. Big smile. All right, good girl. Achoo! Thank you. Bang. Bang. All right. Well, you just got shot. Are you wounded a little bit? Yeah, a little? All right. All right. That's good. And since this is Miss Dog, let's be a lady and cross your paws. Very nice. Good girl. How about on your table? Up, up, up. On. There you go. Sit. And do big speak. Very quiet. Little speak. Little speak. Good. And give me a big hug. All right.
That's Dana, Miss Michigan. Our next contestant, the beauty from Oregon.
Daisy is a 3-year-old beagle whose free spirit and sense of adventure make her willing to try anything. Whether it's an Epicurean taste for grapes or a sensual taste for the bubbles. She's still Daisy after all these years.
And Daisy's talent is walking. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Daisy from Oregon. And now, the lovely lady from Pennsylvania.
Lady is a 3-year-old Jack Russell Terrier whose hobby is doing stand-up. She's very mellow and easy to get along with, unless you happen to be a chew toy. And in her native Pennsylvania, she can turn into a real snow bunny.
And now, Lady will actually rescue a stuffed baby animal from danger. Give it up one more time. The lovely lady from Pennsylvania. Well, so ends the talent portion. And while the judges are totaling up their scores, let's check on the mood backstage. And I'll bet there are many. Jillian?
Well, things are buzzing back here as the finalists get ready for the evening gown competition, which counts for 25% of their total score. So we're still not close to crowning an overall winner yet. So stick around.
Earlier, 2 very important awards were given out in the Miss Dog Beauty Pageant. The winner of the Miss Congeniality Award goes to everybody's favorite, Ladybug, Miss Florida. And the recipient of the Miss Photogenic Award is Stella, Miss Washington.
welcome back. It's time now for the next very important part of the program, the evening gown competition. This allows the judges to see these dogs in a whole new light, and not to mention a whole new dress.
That's right. These splendid couture creations are the work of designer Sharon Day. And here they are, our 9 finalists, dressed to the nines, in the evening gown competition.
And first up is the contestant from Illinois.
Well, this is Sweet Pea. She's a Border Collie Australian Shepherd mix. And you know what? She looks awesome. She looks glowing. She's wearing a short satin bias cut skirt with an overlay of hot pink paillettes on knit, no less.
What is a paillette?
They are like the big sequins.
Oh.
Yes, notice how it accentuates her
I've
waistline.
learned so much just being this close to you. Once again, that's Sweet Pea, Miss Illinois. And next up, the contestant from Colorado.
Well, Morgan looks gorgeous in a tulip tulle skirt top with red satin and red velvet. Again, covered in shimmering red paillettes. And doesn't she have some nice gams on her, John?
Sure does. And I would say if you don't have long legs, you couldn't wear that.
Well, I couldn't wear that then, because her legs are longer than mine.
They're plenty fine once again. That's Morgan, Miss Colorado. And now we have Miss Alabama.
Hippie is a vision in vintage elegance, wearing 40s cotillion-style dress made of white satin with pale yellow tulle with antique beaded ribbon trim, and it's accented with a vintage rhinestone buckle to accentuate that succulent waistline.
It is covered with hair, but succulent nonetheless. Actually, I think she spends more time on her hair than I do. Once again, that's Tippy, Miss Alabama. And next up, ladies and gentlemen, Miss Missouri.
You know, Miss Missouri is sort of like I was earlier this evening, a little reluctant to come out. The dress is a little tight, but she does pull it off very well. She's also wearing black beads on the bodice, but notice how the bustle, yes, we're talking about you, shows off her elegant backside. Ah, she's beautiful.
And she's shy. She's beautiful and demure. Next on our list, Miss Oregon.
Well, Daisy looks beautiful in a sheer silver dot lame halter-net, accented by a box-pleated skirt lined in hunter green satin with a silver lame bow, again piped in hunter green because it shows off her eyes, John.
It does indeed, doesn't it? Get a very clipped little step. Once again, that's Daisy, Miss Oregon. And next up, the contestant from Iowa.
Well, this is Disco, and she is beautiful. She can dance the night away in a shimmering copper top with a copperized black lame box pleated bias cut skirt. It's adorned with a studded topaz rose corsage pinned at her waist.
Wearing it very proudly once again, that's Disco, Miss Iowa. And fresh from the dressing room, Miss New York.
Well, this is Anastasia. She looks like a princess in a sea of green sparkle woven into black silk. It's a romantic 3-layered bias cut skirt accented in green lame, and it's finished with a bouquet of handmade fabric roses at the waist. She's beautiful.
Once again, that's Anastasia, Miss New York. And this is Miss Michigan.
Well, Dana is a Border Collie mix. She's decked out in a cascading 3-layered chiffon rumba skirt, topped off with a long line of sequins in shades of turquoise with a sequined rosette.
And once again, that's Dana, Miss Michigan. And finally here to strut her stuff, Miss Pennsylvania.
Well, Lady is looking nothing like a tramp here. She's wearing a black net top with opalized oil slick colored paillettes on her bodice. She is a Jack Russell Terrier, and she has a black satin skirt with an underskirt in alternate layers of fuchsia and navy.
Absolutely beautiful. Once again, that is Lady Miss Pennsylvania. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. 9 of the most fashion-conscious canines in America.
You know, they don't call it a competition for nothing. These beauties are dressed to kill.
They certainly are. Half the scores are in, and sadly, 4 of the dogs are going to have to say goodbye, au revoir, au wiedersehen, ciao, or hasta la vista. And when we come back, we're going to find out which 5 will continue their march to the crown. Welcome back to the first annual Miss Dog Beauty Pageant here in Hollywood, California. The world is waiting, and I am nervous, and in my hands, my clammy little paw, I have the results right here. So, in no particular order, here are the top 5 dogs who will continue to go on. Disco, Miss Iowa. Sweepy Miss Illinois. Our third finalist, Daisy Miss Oregon. Our next finalist, Lady Miss Pennsylvania. And now, our last of the 5 finalists, Little Susie Miss Missouri. And there they are, ladies and gentlemen, your top 5 finalists, all vying for the crown of Miss Dog. Well, Jillian, any surprises?
Yeah, John, clearly a crowd favorite, Miss Missouri, Little Susie, who can sing. You know, every one of them has the talent, the mind, and the body to make it all the way, but of those 5, who will have that special something that will elevate her to instant stardom as the first ever Miss Dog? John?
All right, judges, get ready, because the 5 finalists now have the chance to make one last and hopefully lasting impression. And that score will be the last component of your beauty and poise vote, which we know that you've been judging all night long. So, here it is, the moments that could make or break the entire competition. First up, Disco Miss Iowa. Disco has opted to reprise her synchronized dance routine. Next up, Sweet Pea, Miss Illinois. Sweet Pea is chosen to show off her ability to balance. That's how you deliver a martini. And now, Daisy, Miss Oregon. Daisy's final impression, her upside-down horizontal sprint. And next up, Lady Miss Pennsylvania. Lady is about to display her talent for jumping rope. And finally, our final lasting impression from the always elegant and always demure Susie, Miss Missouri. And Susie hopes to leave a lasting impression with her version of O Sole Mio.
Oh, sola mia, che bella lei. Oh, sola mia, sta in fronte a te. Oh, sola mia, sta in fronte a te. Oh, sola mia.
And once more, ladies and gentlemen, our top 5. Well, it's all in the judges' hands now. Which one will be Miss Dog? Jillian, what do you think?
I have no idea. I like Miss Oregon and Miss Missouri, but I don't want to pick because I'm not a judge. So I'm just going to have to wait and see like the rest of everybody. But not for long because we're going to crown the winner right after this.
Welcome back to Hollywood, where one of these 5 beautiful contestants is about to be crowned America's very first Miss Dog.
That's right. The years of training, sacrifice, and dedication all coming down to this moment.
The decisions are in. And right here in this envelope with the results verified by Patrice Jeffries of the accounting firm Jeffries & Associates. Thank you very much, Patrice. Always comes down to accountants, doesn't it? Our 4th runner-up is Daisy, Miss Oregon. Our 3rd runner-up, Disco, Miss Iowa. And the 2nd runner-up is Little Susie, Miss Missouri. And now for the $10,000 prize and the crown. The next name that I speak will be the 1st runner-up and then the winner. And if, for any reason, Miss Dog cannot fulfill her obligations, the 1st runner-up will take over, and the 1st runner-up is Lady Miss Pennsylvania. America's first Miss Dog is Sweepy, Miss Illinois. Sweepy, you have earned your crown. Take your walk for your adoring fans. This is your day. You shine all the way. Now you're Miss Dog, and you're beautiful. You've done your best. It seems you've been blessed. Now you're Miss Dog, and so beautiful. That special sparkle that shines in your eyes says you've won our hearts. You've won the prize. So this is your day. You shined all the way. Now you're the strong and you're beautiful. You've showed the best. You've outshined the rest. would close. Go on and
All right, good night, everybody, and don't forget to join us again next year for the second annual Miss Dog Beauty Pageant. Bye,
Good night, everyone.
The Pulse is next on Fox.
Buck Friday, before you get reloaded. Whoa. Re-experience the original motion picture blockbuster.
Unbelievable, isn't it?
Keanu Reeves, Lawrence Fishburne.
Welcome to the real world.
The Matrix at 8/7 Central, Fox Friday.
Whitney Houston makes it a night to remember, the Boston Public season finale. Followed by Mr. Personality, Fox Monday.